भावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। गुरु महाराज की जय। All glories to the assembled devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances. This is Nandapriya Narmada Devi Dasi from Charlotte, welcoming all of you to the Bhakti Sangha conference call. I thank all of you for attending this session. And please forgive me for interrupting your ecstatics chanting. I would like to read the 10 offenses to the holy names which are to be avoided, written by Srila Vyasadeva in the Padma Purana. Number 1, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. Number 2, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. Number 3, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Number 4, to blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. Number 5, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. Number 6, to give some interpretations to the holy name of the Lord. Number 7, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. Number 8, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, karma khanda. Number 9, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. Number 10, to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments, even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success. Krishna Prema. I once again thank everyone for joining the Bhakti Sangha conference call today. Let us move to our next session, which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know prior to the who all have joined the call this morning?
Hare Krishna, Nand Priya Narda Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, Pratidasi from Charlotte. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Preeti Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Aditi Devi Dasi in Canada. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Aditi Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Arvind Das from Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Arvindaksha Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nandapriya Narmada Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nandapriya Narmada Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Raleigh.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nandapriya Narmada Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj. This is Shamaguri Devidasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna, Shama Gauri Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nandapriya Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj and Gauranga. This is Harita from Missouri City, Texas, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Harita Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, you take my humble obeisances to you and then Srila Prabhupada and Guruji and then all Vaishnava and Vaishnavis. This is Krishna Manju Mataji from Dallas, Texas.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Manju Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Mataji, is this the first time you're joining the call, Mataji?
I have been joined almost 3-4 times before. Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thanks.
Hare Krishna Nandapriya Narmada Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. My humble obeisances to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Gurudev and Gauranga. This is Sushmita from Canada.
Hare Krishna, Sushmita Mataji. Then with pranams, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Are there any other devotees who would like to introduce themselves? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nandapriya Narmada Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga, and all the glories to the assembled devotees. This is Manjari Leela Devi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Manjari Leela Mataji. Then with pranams, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Welcome to Bhakti Sangha conference call. Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Gauranga Darshan Prabhuji with us to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 10th chapter, slokas 67 to 70. That is the end of chapter 10. Yeah, before handing over the call to Prabhuji, I would like to ask Aditi Mataji to go ahead and give a brief introduction about Prabhuji. Mataji, please take over the call.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. We are once again very fortunate to have Prabhuji, His Grace Gauranga Darshan Prabhuji, in our midst this morning to enlighten us on Srimad Bhagavatam. And this is a brief introduction for him. His Grace Gauranga Darshan Prabhuji, a disciple of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, is Associate Dean of Academics Affairs of the Bhaktivedanta Vidyapith Research Center at Govardhan Eco Village. He is a member of the ISKCON Board of Examination. He holds a master's degree from the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. He teaches Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, and Vaishnav character courses at Govardhan Eco Village and at several places in India. Gauranga Darshan Prabhuji has written several books, including Gita Subodhini, Bhagavata Subodhini, Chaitanya Subodhini, Disapproved but Not Disowned, Bhagavata Pravaha, and Gita, the Jewel Box. He has special fondness for recitation and meditating on spiritual verses and has compiled slokas books, namely Gita Ratnamala, Bhagavata Ratnamala, Chaitanya Ratnamala, and Bhagavata Tattvamala. He also runs a free monthly e-magazine called Bhagavata Pradipika and regularly writes educational and devotional articles that also appears in the Back to Godhead magazine, international and multiple languages edition. He is known for his lucid spiritual talks with captivity visuals and also presentation that gives a bird's eye view an entire book or a section. So far, he has delivered over 4,500 hours of spiritual discourses. He has guided several students in their sastric study. He also oversees the deity worship at Govardhan Eco Village. Welcome to the call. Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Over to you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for the brief introduction. Looks like Prabhuji is not yet on the call.
Prabhuji is coming, Mataji.
Okay. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Nandapriya Narmada Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Anita Ramya from Sharjah, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Anita Ramya Mataji. Then with pranams, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Nandapriya Mataji, Sukakar Krishnadas from Chennai. Please accept humble obeisance. I make my pranam to all the devotees, the whole of Bhakti Sangha. Hare Krishna and Aditi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Sukhakara Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranams. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna,
very much,
God.
Prabhuji, for joining the call.
Hare
Welcome.
Krishna, Gauranga Darshan Prabhu has come. We are waiting for you.
Prabhuji is there, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Gauranga Darshan Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranams. Please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for giving your very valuable time and association to us this morning. Prabhuji.
He has become famous in the whole world now, Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, anywhere. Gauranga Darshan Prabhu ki jai ho.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavad Pranams. Yeah, thank you very much, Prabhuji, for giving your very valuable time and association to us this morning and enlightening on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. Canto 7, Chapter 10, slokas from 67 to 70, end of the chapter. Please take up the call, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, welcome to the call, Prabhuji.
Can someone open those slokas and read, if possible? I just
Yes.
finished one class and came.
Yes,
Jai.
thank you, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Canto 7, Chapter 10, Text 67. Sharam dhanushi sandhyaya muhurte abhijit shwara dadaha tena durbedya harota tripuron nripan. Translation: My dear King Yudhishthira, the most powerful Lord Shiva joined the arrows to his bow, and at noon he set fire to all three residences of the demons and thus destroyed them. Text 68. Divi dundu bhayo nedur vimana shata shankula devarshi pitra siddhesha jayeti kusumot kare avakiranja gurhrishta nandritaschaksharoganam. Translation: Seated in the airplanes in the sky, the inhabitants of the higher planetary systems beat many kettle drums. The demigods, saints, pitas, siddhas, and various great personalities showered flowers on the head of Lord Shiva, wishing him all victory, and the apsaras began to chant and dance with great pleasure. Text 69. Evam dhagdva purastishro Bhagavan puraha nripa brahmadibhi stuyamana swam dhama pratyapadyata. Translation: O King Yudhishthira, thus Lord Shiva is known as Tripurari, the annihilator of the three dwellings of the demons, because he burned these dwellings to ashes. Being worshipped by the demigods headed by Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva returned to his own abode. Text 70. Evam vidhanya asya hare swamayaya vidambam manasya nrilokam atmana Viryani Gitani Rishibhir Jagadgurur Lokam Punananya Aparam Vadami Kim. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The Lord Sri Krishna appeared as a human being, yet he performed many uncommon and wonderful pastimes by his own potency. How can I say more about his activities than what has already been said by great saintly persons? Everyone can be purified by his activities simply by hearing about them from the right source. Purport: Bhagavad Gita and all the Vedic literatures fully explain that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, appears in human society as an ordinary human being, but acts very uncommonly for the well-being of the entire world. One should not be influenced by the illusory energy and think Lord Krishna to be an ordinary human being. Those who really seek the absolute truth come to the understanding that Krishna is everything. Vasudeva Sarvam Iti. Such great souls are very rare. Nonetheless, if one studies the entire Bhagavad Gita as it is, Krishna is very easy to understand. The Krishna consciousness movement is just trying to make Krishna known all over the world as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. If people take this movement seriously, their lives as human beings will be successful. Thus ends the Bhakti Vedanta purport of the 7th canto, 10th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Prahlada, the best among exalted devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gnananjana-shalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. I offer my humble obeisances to all the devotees who joined this Zoom session today. I was asked to speak on this last few shlokas from the 7th canto, 10th chapter. Actually, the 7th canto, 10th chapter describes the glories of Prahlad Maharaj and Narasimhadev's mercy on Prahlad very beautifully. And towards the end, this one pastime of Lord Shiva is described in the last few shlokas, 3-4 shlokas, where Shiva, equipped with so many arrows, other weapons, he destroyed the residence of these demons, Tripurari, and all the devatas were praising Lord Shiva. So it's very interesting theme within Srimad Bhagavatam, where repeatedly Lord Shiva's glories are highlighted. In the 7th canto, at the end, we see how Lord Shiva is the destroyer of demons in cooperation with the Supreme Lord Krishna or Vishnu. In the 4th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, when Daksha did a mistake, Shiva again punished him by sending his expansion Virabhadra. And also in the 4th canto of Bhagavatam, we see that Lord Shiva voluntarily came forward to train the Prachetas in their devotional service in Vasudeva Bhakti by teaching them a beautiful song called Rudra Gita. And Lord Shiva also voluntarily comes and blesses a devotee called Markandeya Rishi in the last canto of Bhagavatam. That's another beautiful episode, wonderful conversation that happens between Markandeya Rishi and Lord Shiva about the glories of a Vaishnava. In this way, throughout Srimad Bhagavatam, there are some episodes that are highlighting the glories of Lord Shiva. And sometimes Lord Shiva acts in such a way that Lord Krishna's or Lord Vishnu's glories are highlighted. And sometimes Lord Vishnu or Krishna act in such a way that Lord Shiva's glories are highlighted. They are very eager and enthusiastic to glorify each other. Very beautiful. In Rudra Gita, Lord Shiva aspires for the association of the devotees of Lord Vasudeva and prays for it. Thanagangre stavakirti tirthayo antar bahir snana vidhuta papanam bhutesh vanukrosha susatva shilanam syat sangamo nugraha eshanastava. Oh Lord, if at all you are merciful upon me, please give me an opportunity to associate with your devotees who are very merciful, are very glorious in various ways. That is Shiva's prayer in Rudra Gita. And Lord Shiva also says, Yah param brahmasa sakshat triguna jiva samgitat bhagavantam vasudevam prapannaha sapriyo himi. He says, whoever is worshipping Lord Vasudeva is very dear to me. Prapannaha sapriyo himi. And I will voluntarily come to assist them in their devotional service. And Lord Shiva voluntarily guided Prachetas by teaching them Rudra Gita and enabling them to ultimately attain the darshan of Lord Krishna, Lord Vasudeva, Lord Vishnu. Further, sometimes Lord Vishnu endeavors to highlight the glories of Lord Shiva. Just as Shiva is doing the needful to highlight Lord Vasudeva, and Lord Vishnu also does the needful. Samudra Manthan is a big project envisioned by Lord Vishnu. When all the devatas lost their positions as the administrators of this universe, they lost their positions in the heavenly planets, they all went to Lord Vishnu for some assistance, some support. Then Lord Vishnu told, you all should go and make a truce, sandhi, with the demons, and with their cooperation, you must churn this milk ocean and produce nectar. By drinking this nectar, you will become very powerful. Then all these devatas went to the demons, headed by Bali Maharaj, and requested them to participate in the Samudra Manthan. And they did it. And to cut the long story short, the demons were about to churn the milk ocean, and along with the devatas. When these demons and the devatas together came to lift this Mandara mountain, because of heavy weight of Mandara mountain, they all fell down, collapsed. They broke their limbs. Then Lord Vishnu came on the back of Garuda to assist these devatas. Whenever devotees are in some difficulties, the Lord descends on the back of Garuda. Bhakta paya bhujanga Garuda badi Trailokya raksha badi. To protect all the devotees in all the three worlds, the Lord descends on the back of Garuda. And he descended now also. The Lord effortlessly lifted this Mandara mountain and placed it on the back of Garuda. And he also revived all the fallen devatas and the demons. Nicely. And he brought all of them on the bank of Milk Ocean. Then the churning began. When the churning began, because of the heavy weight of Mandara mountain, it started sinking. Then the Lord expanded himself as Kurmadev and lifted the Mandara mountain on his back, and the churning began. And later Lord Vishnu also expanded himself as Ajita and participated in the churning while joining the side of the Devatas. He also expanded himself as Sahasrabahu, and with his hands he was holding the Samudra, holding the mountain from top. He also created some mystic clouds that were constantly showering rains on the Devatas and the demons, because they were getting troubled by the fire, poisonous fire emanated from this Vasuki's mouth. And the Lord also empowered the Devatas with Sattvagun. He empowered the demons with Rajogun. He empowered Vasuki serpent with Tamogun. In this way, Lord Vishnu did so many things for a peaceful and successful execution of Samudra Manthan. However, when the first product of the Samudra Manthan came out in the form of halahal, halahal is a fierce poison that was spreading everywhere. Lord Vishnu did not do anything. Why? He wanted to express his love for Lord Shiva. He wanted Lord Shiva to get the credit of saving the entire universe from this fierce poison. And Lord Shiva came forward. And many times, at least before reading Srimad Bhagavatam, I did not know that Lord Vishnu became Ajita, he became Sahasrabahu, he is the one who lifted Mandara mountain and brought it to Milk Ocean, he is the one who gave the master plan for Samudra Manthan. All this I did not know. I never knew that there were some mystic clouds created by the Lord to empower the Devatas and the demons and the Vasuki serpent according to their consciousness. I didn't know all this. But I definitely knew before reading Bhagavatam that Lord Shiva drank poison to protect the entire universe from this halahal. So all the simpler and low profile activities Vishnu did, and he allowed Lord Shiva to do most attention attracting activity and made him glorious and famous all over the world for all time to come. This is the love and affection that Lord Vishnu has for Lord Shiva. They both are very close to each other. Vishnu is like milk and Shiva is like curd. They are very close to each other. Lord Shiva took permission from Mother Parvati. When this poison is spreading all over the world, all over the universe, all the devatas came to take shelter of Lord Shiva, guided by Lord Vishnu. And Lord Shiva said, Mother Parvati, my dear Parvati, I want to drink this poison. Will you allow me, please? And Parvati said, okay, we can go and drink poison. Which husband will give permission to her husband? Which wife will give permission to her husband to drink poison? But Parvati gave because she knows the power of Lord Shiva and she knows the mood of Lord Shiva. What is the power of Lord Shiva? He is so powerful that even if he drinks poison, nothing will happen to him. And what's the mood of Lord Shiva? He's extremely compassionate. Even if somebody stops him to drink this poison, he will go and drink it because he's compassionate. Tapyante lokatapena sadhavaha prayaso janaha paramaradhanam tadhi purushasyakilatmanah tapyante lokatapena. Common people in this world undergo so many tapas, so many miseries. Tapyante lokatapena sadhavaha prayasho janaha. Great sadhus, great elevated, exalted personalities, spiritual personalities like Lord Shiva, they almost always extend themselves to counteract the tapa of these common people. With their tapa, they counteract our tapa. Tapa means austerity. Austerity means to voluntarily accept some inconvenience upon oneself for a higher purpose, especially to exhibit compassion on common people. Paramaradhanam tadhi purushasya akhilatmanah. This is Parama Aradhanam. This is the greatest form of worship. Purushasya akhilatmanah. The Supreme Lord, Vishnu or Krishna is completely pleased whenever somebody extends oneself for the welfare of other living beings. And the greatest welfare work that one can do towards others is to bring them closer to Krishna consciousness. And that's what Shiva also does. Many times he voluntarily came in front of the Prachetas and he started offering this Rudra Gita prayer, exhibiting his compassion, bringing them closer to Krishna Vasudeva. He spoke so many beautiful shlokas. Darshanam no didrukshunam dehi bhagavatarchitam rupam priyatamam svanam sarvendre gunanjanam. He is teaching them this prayer. Oh Lord Vishnu, you please give your darshan. You give your darshan in such a form which is very, very dear to all your devotees. Dehi Bhagavatarchitam Rupam Priyatamam Svanam. That Rupam, that beautiful form of the Lord is Priyatama, very, very dear to all your devotees. Sarvendri Gunanjanam, that form is very pleasing to all the devotees. In this way, Lord Shiva highlights Lord Vishnu and Lord Vishnu highlights Lord Shiva. They highlight each other, expressing their love and affection towards each other. And in this current context, Lord Shiva is very beautifully, courageously destroying the Tripura demons. He became famous as Tripurari for killing this Tripura demon and his mystic airship and protected the universe. These demons. Apparently, Shiva seems to be favoring the demons also sometimes. He gives boons to demons like Ravana or Brakasur, others. But he never is in favor of these demons. He never voluntarily supports them, and with his intention, he never encourages their demonic activities. But somehow the universal arrangement is such that all the demons are against the devatas. By nature, they're against the Devatas. They have to do whatever the Devatas are not doing, and they want to obstruct whatever the Devatas are doing. They are always opposite to the Devatas. Such arrogant demons can bend, they have to bend their head low somewhere. At least they should get an opportunity to be obedient to at least a couple of people in the entire universe. They don't submit to anybody. Oftentimes they are Vishnu Dveshis. But Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma give them an opportunity to become obedient to themselves. That's what is the service done by these Devatas. Apparently, Lord Shiva favors some demons, but at heart, he never favors them. Once a great demon named Vrakasur wanted to do some tapasya to get some boons. He asked Narada Muni, who is that personality, who is that Devata who can easily be impressed with us and then give us boons very easily? Then Narada Muni said, better you worship Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva. He's very easy to be pleased. He can give you boons, whatever boons you want. Then this Vrakasur started worshipping Lord Shiva. What kind of worship? Very ghastly kind of worship. He would take out flesh from his own body and throw it as an oblation in the sacrificial fire. And that's how he's worshipping Lord Shiva. He did that for a long, long time, but Shiva is not reciprocating. Ultimately, Shiva never wanted to favor the Devatas. Then at one point, this Prakasar became so frustrated that he was about to cut his head and throw it in the sacrificial fire because Shiva is not responding. So finally, when he was about to cut his head, then Lord Shiva manifested from the sacrificial fire and asked him, stop this nonsense, what do you want? Then Vrakasar said, I want a boon from you. What boon you want? If I put my hand on somebody's head, they should immediately be burned to ashes. Can you please empower me like this? Can you please give me this kind of boon? Shiva said, you want this? For this you are doing this sacrifice. For this you have bothered me and called me all the way here. Anyways, I gave you promise, tathastu. He said, take the boon. Then Prakasur started chasing Lord Shiva. He wanted to put his hand first on Lord Shiva only to test whether the boon works or not. This is the mentality of demons. But why Shiva supports them? He never wants to support them at all. But to give them an opportunity to surrender to somebody, submit to somebody, bend their head low on somebody, the Lord is doing this. And also Lord Shiva is the in charge of Tamogun. He is not in Tamogun. He is very exalted. He is beyond goodness also, Sattvagun also. But out of his deep compassion and mercy, he takes care of people who are deeply engrossed in Tamogun. And is also Layakarta. He destroys this universe when the right time comes. Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, creation, maintenance, and destruction are carried out by Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva respectively. They are Guna avatars. So in this way, Lord Shiva's contribution for the overall functioning of the universe is very immense in various ways. Now, we have seen a little bit about Lord Shiva in connection with the first few shlokas that we just read. But the chapter is ending with another shloka. Can someone open the last shloka of this chapter? I want to read it once again and speak on it. I'm unable to see the screen. It says double click to enter full screen mode. Or I can open.
I'll try again, Prabhuji. One second.
No problem, Mataji. I will open in the. Oh, I think I'm able to see now. No, I'm unable to see. I'll open my database. 7.10.
Is it open, Prabhuji?
I'm only seeing a black screen. That's okay, Mataji. I'm open. I can see it now. In this shloka, Sukadeva Goswami says, actually Narada Muni is saying, Evam vidhanyasya harehe swamayaya vidambamanasya nrilokamatmanah viryani gitani ऋषिभिर् जगद्गुरो lokam punanyar aparam vadami kim. Evam, you can go to the word to word and translation. In this shloka, Lord Krishna's glories are described. Evam vidhani asya harehe swamayaya. Evam vidhani means in this way, the Supreme Lord Krishna, Lord Hari, Swamaya, with his own transcendental energy, divine internal potency, he performs so many pastimes. Now he's concluding the narration. After describing so many pastimes like Lord manifesting as Narasimhadev, he's just giving a concluding note here. He says that Krishna performs so many wonderful activities. Vidambamanasya means he is acting like a human being, but he is performing so many superhuman activities. Drilokamatmanaha viryani gitani rishibhihi jagadguru, that Supreme Lord, Supreme Master, Supreme Guru, teacher of this universe, performs so many pastimes, and they are being sung by great rishis. Gitani rishibhihi, viryani gitani rishibhihi means great saintly persons perform glorification. They glorify the transcendental activities of the Lord, and that glorification will completely destroy any impurities in our consciousness. We can close this. Basically, in this shloka, it is said that when we glorify the Supreme Lord sincerely, then that sincere glorification of the Lord will act as a source of purification of our consciousness. When the pastimes are sung nicely, then there is purification of consciousness. You can close this screen. Now, in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Akrura was traveling to Vrindavan. When he's on his way to Vrindavan, Akrura meditated on his own good fortune of seeing Krishna and Balaram in Vrindavan. He was about to see, actually. He was about to see Krishna and Vrindavan very soon. He got that special privileged opportunity through Kamsa. Kamsa personally told him, go to Vrindavan. See, Kamsa is a demoniac person. He always wanted to kill Krishna, but Kamsa told Akrura, you go to Vrindavan, bring Krishna and Balaram to Mathura. So through Kamsa, through a demoniac person, the Lord showed a lot of mercy on Akrura. It's really a rare fortune. On the way, Akrura is meditating on the Lord. He was saying, Yasyakilamiva habissu mangalaihi vacho vimishra gunakarma janmavi prananti shumbhanti punanti vai jagat yastadvirakta shavashobhanamata Yasyakilamiva habissu mangalaihi. Yasya, by glorifying Krishna through the glories of Lord Krishna, Akhila Amiva Abhissu Mangalaihi means all sins are destroyed, all inauspiciousness is completely vanquished. Sumangalehi, auspiciousness is manifested in our lives. Yasyakila Amiva Abhissu Mangalaihi. Vacho Vimishra Gunakarma Janmavi. Vacha means words. Vimishra. When the words are mixed with Guna, Karma, and Janma of Krishna. Guna means qualities of Krishna. Janma means different appearances of Krishna. Karma means different activities or pastimes of Krishna. If our words are describing Guna, Janma, and Karma of the Supreme Lord Krishna, then those words have such a wonderful impact that they prananti shumbhanti punanti vai jagat. Prananti, they animate the universe. Shumbhanti, they beautify the universe. Punanti, they purify the universe. Why Jagat? Entire universe is purified. Entire universe is purified by the glories of Krishna. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, we see so many glories of Krishna and glories of Krishna's devotees. And so many pastimes are there. Bhagavan's glories are there. Bhagavata's glories are there. Bhagavatottama devotees' glories are also there. So this wonderful narration of the glories of the Lord and his devotees will completely purify this world beautify this world and animate this world. Yastadvirakta shavashobhanamataha. But those words that are devoid of the glories of Krishna are like Shava Shobhana. They are like decorations on a dead body. The tongue is meant to glorify Krishna. Throat is, the vocal cords are meant to vibrate in such a way that Krishna's glories are emanated. But if we are not glorifying Krishna, then our tongue becomes not chaste. Who says this? Maitreya Muni says in the third canto of Bhagavatam. He says that Tathapi kirtayam yanga yatha mati yatha shritam kirtim harehe swam satkartum giram anyabhidasati. Although I don't know the glories of Krishna so much, Tathapi still kirtayam yanga, I will glorify the Lord. Yatha mati yatha shritam. Yatha shritam means whatever I could hear from bona fide sources. Yatha mati means whatever I understood from what I heard. Based on my knowledge, my understanding, let me just glorify the Lord. Yathamati yathashritam kirtim harehe swam satkartum. When you glorify Lord Hari, as spoken in this current shloka also, when you glorify Lord Hari, swam satkartum, we are just benefiting our own selves. Giram anyabhida asatim. If we utilize our power of speech in a different way, then that power of speech will become unchaste. Chastity is expected from a devotee. Loyalty is expected from a devotee. We are getting all mercy from Krishna and we are glorifying Maya. Is that fair? We are being assisted by Krishna in 100 different ways, but we are serving Maya. Is that fair? When we are serving someone else, leaving those who are nourishing us and encouraging us, protecting us, then it is called ingratitude. That is called lack of chastity or loyalty. So, to make our power of speech chaste, let us use it to glorify the Lord, to speak Harikatha, to speak about Lord Krishna's services. Then our power of speech will become chaste. So this is what is expected from a devotee. Why is it so? Why Maitreya Muni is saying like this? He is completely convinced. In the next shloka, Maitreya Muni says, एकांतलाभं वचसो अनुपुंसां सुश्लोकमौलेर्गुणवादमाहुः श्रुतेश्च विद्वद्भिरुपाकृतायां कथासुधायाम् उपसंप्रयोगम् एकांतलाभं वचसो अनुपुंसां. Ekantalabham means the one and only perfectional gain for the entire humanity is glorification of Krishna. Ekantalabham vachasonupumsam sushlokamauler gunavadamahu. You glorify the qualities of Lord Krishna, and that is the one and only perfectional gain for the entire humanity. Shrutescha vidvadbhirupakritayam. You may say, I don't know the glories of Lord Krishna. What am I supposed to do now? Open the book, Srimad Bhagavatam. Shrutescha vidvadbhirupakritayam kathasudhayam upasamprayogam. Great personalities, great devotees have put all the glories of Krishna in the form of writing. You can just do some reading. You don't know glories, fine, you can learn. You can hear from devotees. You can read the books written by Vyasadeva and many other wonderful devotee authors. Rupa Goswami wrote so many things. Sukadeva Goswami spoke Bhagavatam. Sanatana Goswami wrote so many books. Jiva Goswami wrote so many books. Prabhupada has translated all these books into a language that we can understand, and he gave his own wonderful commentaries. So many books are made available for the humanity by the mercy of these great acharyas. So the glories of Krishna are there. Glories of Krishna's Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela are profusely accessible and available to all of us. All that we need to do is open the books and read. Hear from those experienced devotees who are speaking based on those books. Then we will become equipped with an understanding of Krishna's glories, and thus we can come closer to Krishna. And that is the highest perfectional gain of the entire humanity. Thus, the conclusion of this beautiful chapter is encouraging us to take shelter of Krishna Katha. Krishna Katha is the ultimate shelter for all the devotees. If you see, even after attaining the darshan of the Supreme Lord, After having done so many austerities, all the pure devotees are asking for this one little benediction. What is that? Oh Lord, please give us an opportunity to associate with your devotees and glorify you. We don't want anything else. Dhruva Maharaj said, Ya nirvritistanubhritam tava padapatvat dhyanat bhavajjana katha shravanena vasyat. If someone wants spiritual happiness, that is possible by meditating on the lotus feet of the Lord and hearing Krishna Katha from Krishna's devotees. Bhavat Jana Katha Shravanena Vasyat. Bhavat Jana means Krishna's Jana, Krishna's devotees. Katha Shravanena, when Krishna's devotees are speaking Krishna Katha, you hear, you do Shravan. And then you will get great ecstasy, great spiritual bhava. All that is possible by hearing from devotees. This is the opinion of Prahlad Maharaj. What is the opinion of Prithu Maharaj? What did he say? He said that Sa uttama shloka mahan mukhachyutam bhavat padam bhoja sudha karnanila smritim punar vismrita tattva vartmanam yoginam no vitaratya lamvaraihi. Sa uttama shloka mahan mukhachyutam. When the glories of the Supreme Lord are being emanated from the mouths of pure devotees, those sound vibrations coming from the mouths of these pure devotees will carry the dust, saffron dust particles from Krishna's lotus feet. Because these devotees are holding Krishna within their hearts, Krishna's lotus feet are there within their hearts, and the dust from the lotus feet of Krishna emanate from the mouths of these devotees when they glorify Krishna. And when we come in contact with that sound vibrations coming from the mouths of these devotees, Smritim punar vismrta tattva vartmana, our remembrance of our forgotten relationship with Krishna will be revived. Smritim punar means we'll remember our relationship with Krishna again. Vismrta tattva vartmanam, all the conditioned souls in this material world are roaming in this world, forgetting their own tattva. Jivera swarupahai Krishnera nityadas. Every jiva is a das, is a servant of Krishna. So every jiva is a servant of Krishna, and jivas have forgotten that. And when we hear Krishna Katha from devotees, we will remember that again. Smritam punar vismrita tattva vartmanam. That's the power of hearing Krishna Katha. So this is the opinion of Prithu Maharaj. So in this way, so many devotees in Srimad Bhagavatam are aspiring to hear Krishna Katha and purify themselves. And even though the Lord is personally standing in front of them, the Lord could have given them liberation. The Lord could have given them opulences. The Lord could have given them entrance into Vaikuntha planets. The Lord could have given so many things to all these people. But they said, oh Lord, just give us association of devotees and let us hear Krishna Katha in that association. Nothing else. Very important point. If you want to test yourself, test your advancement in bhakti, if you want to understand how much am I advanced in spiritual life, just do this test. How much am I eager to hear Krishna Katha in this association? That's a litmus test for our spiritual advancement. And we are sufficiently rooted in our practice of hearing Krishna Katha on a regular basis. That's the litmus test for our spiritual advancement. We should genuinely take pleasure in hearing Harikatha, hearing the glories of Krishna. But if we are looking forward to take pleasure not in hearing Krishna's glories, but in glorifying one's own self, then we have a long way to go. If we want to grab public attention for one's own self and not try to divert their attention to Krishna, we have a long way to go. So preaching means to make Krishna glorious. And Krishna is already glorious, but to communicate the glories of that glorious Krishna to common people who are not aware of those glories. That is preaching. Preaching means to bring the attention of common people to the lotus feet of Krishna. While doing so, you may also come in someone's attention, but the focus should be on bringing people's attention to Krishna. When you are applying chandan on the Lord's body, some chandan will stick to your hand also, right? But you are not having any intention to enjoy the fragrance of the chandan which is there on your hand. You may definitely smell the fragrance of flowers or chandan offered to Krishna as Mahaprasad. But before offering, you may not desire to smell the fragrance of the chandan. But while applying the chandan to the Lord, then some chandan may touch your hands also. In a similar way, when you're trying to glorify Krishna, when you're trying to spread Krishna's glories and Krishna consciousness all over the world, sometimes people may look at you also. But we should not be eager to take credit for our own selves. We should not be eager to receive that public attention or respect from people. That's a trap. That's Maya sometimes. When we are not in right consciousness, when others are respecting us, we are just being victims of Maya. All respect should go to Krishna, Guru, Vaishnavas, Parampara, not me. When somebody is appreciating you for your preaching efforts, immediately, either verbally or at least mentally, transfer all the glories to the Supreme Lord Krishna and Guru and Parampara and Vaishnavas. Even if we have an iota of eagerness to grab all that credits, all that appreciation, all that glorification, all the praise for one's own self, Maya will come and attack us through that intention to grab attention for one's own self. Maya is very powerful. Maya can grab us in any way. So this is the eagerness that one should have to glorify Krishna and spread the glories of Krishna. Let Krishna become famous. When Prabhupada was going to the West, Prabhupada said, Srimad Bhagavatam is going to the West. As a humble servant of Srimad Bhagavatam, I am accompanying Srimad Bhagavatam. I am just like a postman who takes the message of Krishna and communicates to common people. So that is the dedication that a preacher of Krishna consciousness or a teacher of Krishna's philosophy, or anyone who is participating in the preaching movement of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu established by Srila Prabhupada should carry. So this is the mode, ideal mode expected. In glorifying Krishna, we become glorious. Our true glory is in our sincere desire and attempt to glorify Krishna and take pleasure in Krishna's glories. Otherwise, we are not glorious. One may become glorious in the eyes of common people for one's physical looks, physical beauty, or scholarship, or managerial capabilities, or eloquence, or whatever it is. There may be hundreds and thousands of such attributes, the personality of a person that may attract the attention of common people. They may think that you are glorious. But the true glory of a soul is in his or her attitude to glorify Krishna. His or her eagerness to see Krishna's glory is being spread everywhere. They are the most compassionate people. Bhuvi grinanti bhurida jana. Bhurida jana, they are the most compassionate and benevolent benefactors of the entire humanity. If at all, they take pleasure in spreading the glories of Krishna. Why so much of emphasis on glories of Krishna and spreading the glories of Krishna? Answer is very simple. Yatredyante kathamrishtaha trishnayaha prashamo yataha nirvairam yatra bhuteshu nodvego yatra kaschana. Yatra idyante kathamrishtaha. Prachetas are offering prayer like this. Wherever Krishna's glorification is happening, wherever devotees are sincerely glorifying Krishna, yatredyante kathamrishtaha trishnayaha prashamo yataha. In such places, all the trishnas, means hankerings for material enjoyment, are mitigated, are satisfied. No more hankering for material enjoyment. There will be no hankering for material enjoyment when we hear Krishna Katha. We don't look forward to enjoy an essential plane or material plane or bodily plane when we are eager to glorify Krishna. Nirvairam yatra bhuteshu, we will not hate anybody. What is the true litmus test for your spiritual advancement? One thing I said is eager to glorify Krishna. But the product of your eagerness to glorify Krishna, or hear Krishna's glories, or nourish yourself with descriptions of Krishna's Nama Rupa Guna Lila is that you don't hate anybody. You start seeing everybody in connection with the Supreme Lord Krishna. Nirvairam yatra bhuteshu no dvego yatra kaschana. No vaira, no enmity towards anybody. No living entity is an object of your envy. There is no envy in the heart of a devotee. That non-envious nature is manifested in the heart of a devotee, sincerely glorifying Krishna. Na udvego yatra kaschana. No udvega. No anxieties, no fears in life. We'll become fearless. We'll become envyless. We'll become, Trishna means hankeringless. Hankerings are destroyed, envy is destroyed, fear is destroyed when we glorify Krishna. Not only that, yatra narayana sakshat bhagavan yasinam gatihi samstuyate satkathasu mukta sangaihi punaha punaha. Wherever devotees are sitting together and glorifying the Lord, Narayana, yatra narayana sakshat, that Supreme Lord Narayana will personally come and sit in that class. Bhagavan yasinam gatihi. That Narayana is the gati of all nyasis, sannyasis. Samstuyate satkathasu. Samstuyate means perfect glorification of Krishna. What is perfect glorification? What is good stuti of Krishna? That stuti done in line with the parampara. Not concocted stuti. Not praising the Lord by your own imagination or concoction or speculation, but glorifying the Lord in line with the parampara. Uyetayena hi puman anuvarnitena. Anuvarnitena means our varnan should be anu, following the footsteps of great devotees. Then there is purification. Satkathasu, samstuyate satkathasu means we glorify the Lord in line with the teachings of Srila Prabhupada, Krishna Chakravarti Thakur, Jiva Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, so many Vaishnava acharyas glorified Krishna in a standard way. Let's just follow their footsteps. Of course, you can add your examples or explanations to make the subject matter easily understandable for Janta, for common people, easily relatable and digestible and applicable for common people. So that much of creativity and innovation scope is given to us. But in the name of innovation, we can't get into deviation. We can't speculate. So, samstuyate satkathasa mukta sangaihi punaha punaha. One who glorifies Lord Krishna, samstuyate, one who does stuti of the satkatha of Krishna, mukta sangaihi punaha punaha. One will be relieved from all attachments. That's the power of glorification of Krishna. So let us try to sincerely take pleasure in Krishna's glories. Not only we trying to glorify Krishna, we should also take pleasure in others' glorification of Krishna. Means another devotee is glorifying the Lord, we should be very happy to hear those glories also. Not that I am eager to glorify the Lord, that's good, you should be eager, but we should also be eager to hear when other devotees are glorifying the Lord. That's what Kunti Maharani says. I'm not saying. Kunti Maharani says, Srinvanti gayanti grananti abhikshnasaha smaranti nandanti tavehitam jana tayeva pashyanti chirena tavakam bhavapravaho paramam padambujam. Srinvanti means to hear. Gayanti, to glorify the Lord, to sing the glories of the Lord. Grananti abhikshnasaha, constantly accepting this Krishna conscious philosophy in our life and trying to apply it. Srinvanti gayanti grananti abhikshnasaha smaranti nandanti tavehitam janaha. Smaranti means remembering the Lord. Nandanti tava ihitam janaha means to genuinely take pleasure in the glorification of the Lord done by other devotees. Then we are relishing Krishna Katha. Hearing Krishna Katha when others are glorifying, and we ourselves should be eager to glorify the Lord. That will bring us closer to Krishna. Tayeva pashyanti achirena tavakam. Such devotees can easily and very soon get in the lotus feet of the Lord. Bhava pravaho paramam padambujam. They can cross over this. Bhava pravaha means the flow of material modes, material existence. Uparamam padambujam, they can get in the lotus feet of the Lord. This is the glory of spreading Krishna Katha and relishing Krishna Katha. With this, I'll conclude. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So, very nice, wonderful class, and you completed in dot time also. So, I thought he will be saying some more glories of the Lord. So, very nicely started with the glories of Lord Shiva, which is told in various places of Srimad Bhagavatam, and also the exchange of the glories from Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva. So how they both means Lord Vishnu is glorifying Lord Shiva also. So, and also Lord Shiva, how he is meditating upon Lord Vishnu. And thank you so much, Prabhuji, so for quoting so many verses in this regard and making us to understand what is the glories of the Lord. And yeah, thank you so much. So, other devotees, any questions or realizations? Please go ahead. Yeah, I could say Pukar Krishna Prabhu. Please go ahead, Prabhu.
Thank you, Anita Ramay Mataji, for allowing me to ask. Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, when you see Gauranga Darshan, by seeing you, we are remembering Gauranga Mahaprabhu. The way you are taking classes, the way you explain, everything is so fantastic. All your classes are very absorbing, and it is self-realized knowledge coming out of your heart. It is not you're just reading and telling, but you experienced. So fantastic. There are no words to express. And all your books I read, that all Bhagavatam, it has become so easy for anybody to take class. Just read those. You know, Bhagavad Gita also given as support, and also Bhagavatam all, Chaitanya Charitamrita. So you are really an empowered person from the spiritual world to help all of us to get the same goal.
No, bro, I'm not qualified for all this appreciation. I'm honestly saying this. It's not just modesty.
That's your
it's
humility.
It's not humility. Thank you very much. If you are pleased, I'm happy.
Prabhuji, now I just want to know, you told about that if somebody else is glorifying, you should become happy. But normally, when somebody gives classes and all, there's always a comparison. Oh, I did this, I did not did that. That feeling should not come. There's always that anybody giving class, there should be takeaways and should glorify them. You told us that there should be always no enviousness. It's not envious actually, but still there is a spirit of so how to get out of that? You know, when always you want to be the best.
Bro, I could not hear the last statement. You said spirit of and then was frozen.
No. I was telling that that spirit of competition. To somebody giving, there are two same people, same level of devotees are giving class. So he has been glorified. So you're just saying, oh, very good, fantastic. But in the mind, I didn't do well. So next time I will do better than that. That feeling is not correct.
We can take inspiration from those who are doing this service nicely, whether it is preaching or teaching or deity worship or cooking or any other service, and some other devotee is doing better than us. We can definitely take inspiration from them. We can improve our own seva. That's wonderful. That's amazing. However, if it becomes envy, that's a problem. If it becomes inferiority complex, that's a problem. And if you happen to do better than them, and if we have a sense of superiority complex or pride, that's a problem. But as long as we are just taking inspiration from them and learning from them and trying to improve our own quality of service, that's all good. That's how we need to grow. When others are doing better than us, definitely we can learn from them and improve our own seva.
So what I understand is that whoever is doing, we are all children of Krishna, and everything is for the pleasure of the Lord, and we are taking Krishna as the stomach. So we are all in different path and parcels. So when it goes to the stomach, Krishna is happy. So when Krishna is happy means it comes to all of us. So there is no need of inferiority or anything.
Correct. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Meet another
Hare
time.
Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. So, any more realizations or questions anyone wants to ask? Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Prabhuji. I don't see any more hand raise or realizations, means like questions in the chat box. So, with your permission, we can end the call here. And again, we once again thank you for this wonderful class with all quoted verses. So, our devotees, let's pay our obeisances to Prabhuji. Vancha
Vacha kalpatarupesha kripa sindhubhya vacha patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Bhagavatam ki jai, Hare Krishna, Dandavat Prabhu. Thank you.
The call.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Gauranga.